Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Wyoming. I'll just put my feet up, relax. Okay, good morning all. Welcome to day 7 of the Scooter Cannonball Run. It's Sunday, the I don't know what day, and we're leaving from the Stay USA Hotel and Suites. I would call it the Stay Away USA. Not a great place. Anyway, that's another story. The ride today is going to suck. There's no two ways about it. They've all sucked a little bit just because of our slow speeds. Just keep remembering we signed up for this. Today we are going into Wyoming, and we've got 11,000 foot ascent up into the mountains, up into the Rockies. We're hoping for clear, warm weather because we don't have base layers and really warm stuff, so it might get a little nipply at the end of the day when we're headed up into the mountains. And we're hoping for best case of second gear on a lot of that stuff, because we've already run into quite a few hills that are fortunate enough to be third gear full throttle and losing, and then switching down to second gear just to maintain. So I'm kind of thinking the big ascents that are just long, steady uphill pulls forever, probably going to be second gear, just trundling up about 25, maybe 30 miles an hour if we're lucky. Second gear kind of runs out of steam on these. You start spinning it up to redline in the high 20s, mid to high 20s. So we don't want to live there for extended periods if we can avoid it. Anyway, South Dakota has been interesting. I'm ready to leave. A lot of gravel yesterday, and unfortunately this morning we're starting off with a lot more gravel. I think we have 20 some miles, 24, 26 miles, something like that, of gravel to get to our first checkpoint. So we're going to have fun. The stuff that we were on yesterday in Badlands was really bad washboard, and when I say really bad, I mean the cubs were bouncing off the ground. We were bunny hopping over the washboards. It was so bad. Once we got on the hard pack, it wasn't too bad. I was having muscle pain and Charlie horses and stuff like that, so I was having a bad day. It was not a good day for me. Low sleep, and physical disablement doesn't do well when you're trying to wrangle a machine over that kind of terrain. But today we're hoping it's just hard pack, and I can rip along at probably 40, 45 on that without feeling too uncomfortable, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll shut it down now. There's nothing but straight roads and no fun for at least a while until we get into the twisty stuff. So we're 7 days into the trip, and we're really liking the SherpaX trailers. I haven't really spoken much about it other than they work great, but I haven't shown them in action. So here's an action shot. We don't have any real bumps to show the suspension, but they tow right behind the bike. They lean with the bike, but it articulates and bounces up and down with bumps. So they're great little touring aids. Of course, we're using them for road touring. They're more designed for off-road. There's some bumps. I can see the suspension working. So the front mounting yoke up here is tied to the rear axle. So it doesn't go up and down with the bike suspension at all. It's tied to the rear wheel, so it does everything that the rear wheel of the bike does. It has its own rear suspension here that stabilizes the back of the trailer, and it just works great. These things are amazing. They've got tons of clearance for off-road. Obviously we're not off-roading, not much. Gravel roads about as far as we go. But, yeah, it's great. Take all your crap with you. If you're just camping, you throw your sleep kit in there, whether it's hammock or tent or whatever you're doing, your kitchen kit, your tools for your bike if you want to carry them back there. So for us, it's all of that, plus our spares, plus oil, plus everything that we need for maintaining our bikes on the road. It's just a long trip. going to be close to 10,000 miles when we're done with this, I think. So we're picking up oil as we go, but we do have a couple of quarts each to use for one change and then consumption as a backup. We're burning about 100 mil a day on these, maybe 150, because they're just wide open throttle running at near red line all day long. So, but back to the trailer. Fantastic. It's great. We're going to make some modifications to our boxes. I already weather stripped the lid underneath. I'll show a picture of that. I just got 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch rubber weather seal and ran it on the little groove on the inside of the lid. Works great. Watertight. Well, 99% watertight. We're going to mount some what are they, like bucket organizers, like tool bucket organizers, on the side walls of the box, and just punch holes through the outside and use some stainless steel rivets and silicone to make sure it's still weather tight. But that'll give us vertical organization and leave the floor of the box pretty much open. The problem we're having now is everything is just loose and floating around in there. And, you think you know where you put something, and you go looking for it, and it's not there. It's shifted around. It's buried, whatever. So that'll help with organization. And beyond that, great. Super easy. You get to camp, take your straps off the top, lift the box right out, carry it over to where you want to set up camp, and you're done. So anyway, this is the road. Lots more of this. Uphill, 3rd gear, 4th gear. Can't see, I'm 4th, losing speed. Oh, chugga. Yep, 3rd gear. 3rd gear and keep it pinned, and you might maintain if you're lucky. 13 more hours of this. Are you bored yet? Yeah. Music. I took one. It hasn't really kicked in yet, but at least those curves kept me entertained to wake me up because I was sleeping. Turning left. Yeah. Is that our first checkpoint? Long f***ing way to go for the first checkpoint. Druggy. Damn degenerate. Scooter gypsy bastards. Popping drugs and tearing up our towns. Changing oil in our parking lots and leaving fucking oil slicks behind. Using our welcome mats. Fucking bastards. Ready. I'm already down to 2 bars again. How about you? Didn't get it swallowed completely. Oh. Ew. It's dissolving. Nasty. Nasty. I'm liking Wyoming so far. This is f***ing great. South Dakota can suck my left nut. I said South Dakota can suck my left nut. I didn't like South Dakota. Wyoming is kicking ass so far. This is fucking great, man. Yeah, I'm digging this shit. It's too bad Wyoming is so fucking far away from Texas. I don't like riding this shit. Maybe I'll bring the Rebel up here. Yep, we're zooming in. What is our checkpoint? Oh, it's an intersection. It has a sign, that would be nice. Uh-oh, it says pavement ends. This might be where the shit show starts. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Let the shit show begin. I'll lead if you want me to. It's up to you. My opinion of Wyoming might change right here. I've been having such a good day so far. This might change my mind. I see some minor washboarding, but it doesn't look real bad. It's not hard pack. It's loose. So there's some wiggle. We do not have the suspension for this. If we had any knobbies at all, it would help. You've got something hanging on the side of your trailer. Hang on a second. Slow down. Just a little. What is flapping? Oh, we broke your plate. Your plate is hanging. So we sheared it off. So it looks like we're doing an identical repair for your bike. So stress fracture. It broke in the same fucking place mine did. So it's the banging around that did it. So I don't know. We might be able to lift it up and shove it in there so the wiring doesn't get damaged. But yeah, your lighting plate is busticated. We found the weak point in the design. We need to do to yours what we did to mine. So, good luck. Yeah, it's going to bounce out of there. Zip ties if you got them. Yeah. So yeah, pretty extreme abuse here. It's the washboards that did it. Regular bumps aren't going to do that because they're not going to set up an oscillation. That's a bodge. It'll work. Hit your brakes. I want to see the light. Yep, still working. Well, somebody spiraled out right there. I don't know what that was. Do you see all that mess? You didn't notice it? I'll have to show that one back on video because I'm recording. Somebody spiraled and lost control of their shit right there. I hope they didn't eat it. That was a tank slapper, left, right, left, right. It was crisscrosses. The thing with gravel riding is you got to loosen up a little bit and you can't overthink it. You just have to look for the right line and push that general direction. And when you find washboards, you slow the hell down. Ugh, Jesus. Yeah, I can put my GPS back up and hope and hope and hope and pray. If I can get my GPS back out of there, is it still going? Okay. The only problem is when I turn my GPS off like that or take it off, it's not recording our track anymore, so it affects our total mileage. I was trying to track the entire trip on GPX. Hey, air conditioning got turned on again. Fuck, it's hot. It's got to be 94 already. headed for a high of 96 or 98, I think I saw. Ugh. Hopefully we'll be closer to the mountains by the time that heat hits, and we'll be up in altitude. It won't be so hot. Maybe. Okay, so we're catching up to other scoots here. So that means the little SuperCubs are doing pretty good on this packed gravel. We're still hitting nasty, nasty washboard sections that threaten to toss us off the bike, but this is pretty hard packed. We passed Gildo, and now we're about to pass Scooter Chef here. Hard pack works pretty good, but it's those unexpected washboards and unexpected deep piles of nickel-sized gravel that raise the pucker factor to 11.5. Because these things just, there's no control in them. You're trying to keep them upright. Direction is not important. It's just upright is the only thing. It's pretty rugged out here, man. Look at this beautiful view. Just came over a hill. We're navigating treacherous gravel and marble strips, basically, and came out to that view right there. It's pretty stunning. Now with a little sport ute, you know, one of those UTVs out here. Oh hell, this would be just absolute ear-to-ear grin. Drift it, throw it around on the corners. And little pizza cutter tires, not so much fun. Wow, look at that view. Yeah, there's a right turn. I think you're just following the road. I'm just watching the map here slowly. As soon as I take my eyes off of the path, we end up in rumple strips. Gravel rumple strips. Wow, look at this. Ah, that's rough. Yeah, it's really rough. I'm gonna go over this slow so I don't get myself some kind of an injury. I'll take the high path. Oh, yeah, rough. Yeah, I've been out on a lot of off-road trails, BDR routes, stuff like that, and you'll run into a lot of these where they're gated, and you just have to stop and open the gate and go through, close the gate, because they don't have cattle grates to keep the livestock in yet. I don't know how that works. I mean, a lot of it, I guess, is private land, but they have public easements or... yeah. Look at this view. Yeah, exactly. Man, look at this. Middle of nowhere, Wyoming. On a SuperCub. Who'da thunk? This is not what I had thought a lot of the Cannonball trip would be. I figured it would be mostly highways. Did not realize we would be out here in the middle of the scrub. Not complaining. Well, yeah, and I knew there could be... Oh, Jesus, that is a bad bump. Ooh, hey, stay here. I remember seeing some of that stuff, but I didn't think that they were going to do it again because everybody complained so much. They removed a lot of those routes. Apparently not this gravel. This is a shit ton of gravel here that we're traveling 40 or 50 miles of it today. That's a lot of miles on little street tires. Yeah, without the weight on here, I'll bet this would be not nearly as nerve-wracking because we wouldn't have that 80 pounds of inertia from the trailer pushing the back end of the bike side to side. Oh, that is just epic, man. Look at this. Still here, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Wyoming. Oh, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. We're fighting a really stiff breeze coming from our left. I don't know what direction we're traveling. I ain't looking at it yet. We're zooming in on a checkpoint, by the way. This is about a 20-mile-an-hour lateral breeze that we're fighting here. And it's hard to figure out if the breeze is blowing us or if the gravel is drifting us. A little of both. Yeah, so, yeah, it says slow. Heed that warning. Slow down, slow down. I see spirals out. Yep, I see 2 spirals out. I think a couple of scoots might have gone down right there. I've seen 3 or 4 of those. So this is our checkpoint. It's got to be. I don't know which building, but we're right on top of the checkpoint. So it's got to be here. I don't know what. Let's stop over here on the left and stretch our legs and figure out what's what. Behind us, forward. Let me see. It looks like it's a little bit forward. Just a little bit. Oh, my ass hurts. Yeah, it must be just right around this corner. What's up we got? Yeah, this has got to be it here. We're here. I mean, we're on top of this thing. Yeah, just down around to the left. I wasn't zoomed up tight enough. So, yeah, it's just down here. Second gear. Let's try first. We got pavement. Don't get cocky. It's covered in gravel. Yeah, it's covered in gravel. Yeah, this gotta be it. I mean, yeah, we're past it actually. So I'm just gonna take a picture. We'll circle around. Damn it! Oh yeah, this loose gravel on the asphalt is tricky. This has got to be it. I mean, we're on top of it. Yeah, right on top of it. Man, this is gorgeous. How would you love to have this as your yard? It's amazing. I'm going to stand right in the middle of the road. Get a teabag photo. Gonna make it? I thought it was quite good, actually. I enjoyed that. I mean, there were some shit sections for sure, but that was quite good. The views are absolutely worth the effort. Man, 100%. Yeah, I am all over this. This is good shit today. Good shit. Whatever you need, man. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. I'm stuck on this pass. This is a 30% incline here, and I don't have any power to pull it. I made the mistake of stopping to see if someone was okay behind me. I lost momentum, and first gear, watch this. That's it, nothing. I'm spinning the rear tire. I don't have enough power, and if I'm being dragged backwards with just the front brake. I have to stomp on the rear pedal. So now the trick is, without dumping this thing, I've got to get off of it somehow. Let me set the side stand. Nope. No, I'm hosed. Somebody's going to have to push me out of this. I'm hosed. I should not have stopped. Look at this. You probably can't appreciate the incline here, but if you stop, that's it. Game over. You're not coming up. So I'm going to have an assist. I can't even get off of the scoot. I'm full throttle, first gear. I can't. If I get my weight off of it, let's see if I can paddle it 1 foot, but I can't even get off of it because it's going to slide backwards before I can grab a hold of it. And I'm going to burn up my clutch, so I can only do that for short stints. Give it some more. I can only do this for about 20 to 30 seconds at a time, and then I've got to let the clutch cool down because I'll burn the clutch out. And then I got to hold both brakes and try again.
A few moments later.
Adrian doesn't have his antenna up on his comm, I guess, because as soon as he crested this rise, he was gone. I was asking him if he could find a flat spot and stop and come back and push me. But I warned him. I said, don't stop. If you stop, you're stuck. Okay, let's try again. Full throttle. Give it some push. If I can just get moving. Yeah, there we go. That's a 30% incline right there. That's crazy. I need to get rolling. Once you get rolling, you can't stop. It's too steep. Wow. I didn't think I was going to get out of that without actually, worst case scenario, dropping the bike. I have to set the bike on its side, and I would have to unload this trailer to reduce my weight. Yeah, this is first gear. That's all you can do. Yeah, this is 25% grade here almost. This is nuts. It's not as steep as the last one. Wow. And there's no warnings on this either. There's no signs that say caution, grade, anything like that. No. These are like mining paths, logging paths. Wow. Adrian, at the bottom of that hill back there, hit a giant boulder with his front wheel, and it sent him careening off to the side. He almost ate it in the drainage ditch on the side, and he slowed down. So I was powering up the hill when he was working with that, so I slowed down to see if he was okay, and that's what got me stuck. Oh, jeez, that looked like a slide mark where somebody went off. No scooters down here? Oh, good. Oh, this is absolute treachery for scooters and little tires. Full throttle, first gear. Oh, my Lord. It'll be poetic justice if Dave dumps his scooter. He designed this route. I like you, Dave, but this is a bit extreme. This is not a scooter route. Nope, second gear's too tall. Gotta stand first. That's just second gear. I'm only going, what, 20 miles an hour? If that, 18. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some knobbies. Can you hear me? As soon as you crested that hill, you disappeared. I was seeing if somebody could find a flat spot and come back and push me up because I had no power. I had to get full on the throttle for about 30 seconds at a time, and I was only making about 3 feet per interval. So I didn't burn up the clutch. I'm sure that put a bunch of garbage in my oil. Good, my glove is still down there. Man, I about ate shit just trying to get off the bike twice. That was so steep that I had to stay on the rear brake because I was getting dragged downhill with just the front brake. So that means I couldn't get off the left side of the bike, but you can't get off the right side and still hold down the pedal. So yeah, well, you can. You got to figure out a creative way to swing your leg over, but not on a hill where you're being dragged down at terminal velocity. So they made it. Their scooters had enough traction to power through. So we lost our lead. Oh well. Yeah, as long as you didn't lose velocity on that. Crazy. This is soft, man. There's no hard pack here. I think the camera turned on too late to see some of those, but we got herds of sheep running around on the road here. As long as there's no more running down the hill toward us. We survive the gravel torture, but we get taken out by a sheep. We get a ram running down the hill. Whammo! I'm really trying not to get a puncture in my tires. We're hitting some square edge chunky rocks, man. Ooh, washboard. Yeah, this is less than fun. Ooh, big rocks. What kind of maniacs sign up for this kind of torture? Ooh, big rocks. Big rocks. Don't eat my tires, don't eat my tires. Yeah, that's rough. Big rocks. Each one of these big rocks we're hitting is more suspension throw than we have. 4-inch rocks. That's more travel than we've got. It's really hard to read the contrast of this stuff too. It's all white and beige and very little contrast. You can't tell if it's deep, if it's sharp, if it's soft. There's really no read on it until you hit it, and then play the panic game. Well, Chef here's doing fine on his scoot. His big tires, fat tires, are not digging in at all, it doesn't look like. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Ready to get out of this. Ugh. Shoulder's cramping up again like yesterday. As long as I don't get the Charlie horse in my leg, I'll be good. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. So there's like 46 miles of this on the course today. Jesus. Give me an ADV bike and I'll rip through here and not look twice, but Cub ain't liking this. I really hope we don't have more of this shit over in the Rockies. That's not going to entertain me at all. That 35% grade back there was almost a showstopper. Yeah, that was almost a showstopper for me because I was going to have to forcefully down the bike. The only way that you can save yourself in those situations is you dump the bike and you ground one of your handlebars into the dirt or the rocks to keep it from sliding down. And of course on this, you're going to ruin the plastics. And I was going to have to unload the trailer to lighten my load so I could climb the damn thing. Ugh. Yeah, if you stopped, you'd have been in the same boat. I was stuck like Chuck. The engine, ooh, shit, big rock, goddamn, ooh. The engine just doesn't have enough power to pull it. It was starting to spin the rear tire, but not really. It was digging, but not spinning. Oh, Jesus Christ, these are 6-inch ledges. Oh, f*** me. Getting air over one of these little ledges. More of them. And once you see them, it's too late. There's just no contrast. Yikes. I'll be really surprised if we don't have anything broken after this. This is just insanity. Yeah, they're not built for this. You need more suspension, different spring rates, and definitely better tires. This is not appropriate behavior. Ugh. Hey. Every bump is bottoming out front and back. Hey. At least we're on hard pack now. This is good, but just when I hit those big boulders going this fast, it will certainly break something. my God. Oh my God. That's just wrong, dude. We are just fucking killing these things. Oh, don't lip it. Almost got stuck in a rut and lipped it. Ride the rut, ride the rut. Don't try to get out. Don't ride. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, the trail cub would even be having a little bit of trouble on this. Because, I mean, we're hitting 5-inch depressions and going over 4 and 5-inch tall rocks. I mean, just... The camera's not going to do this justice. It's going to look smooth on camera. It ain't. Not by a long shot. Right there. Those were 4-inch rocks. Son of a bitch. And that's more suspension throw than we have. And these are not spoke rims, so they don't have any flex. These are cast wheels. Crack these wheels on those bumps. Yeah, heading in the right direction to hell. Fudge. We're back on the main route. This is the main track. We're on the main track. We got on it a minute ago. Yeah.
Oh, well, look at this. Look.
Oh, he broke his gauge. Yeah, I mean, this is just torture. This is killing everything.
I found one screw. I couldn't find the other.
Son of a bitch. Everything's just vibrating loose. I'm surprised I haven't broken off my GPS mount by now. I mean, it's on these RAM mounts, but everything is banging around. 13 more. F me. I'm gonna start. Want out of this shit. We can't turn back. We got more to go backwards. We passed the point of no return. Now it's get through or die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this washboard. Oh, Does anybody want a gently loved SuperCub? Buyer beware. Caveat emptor. Oh, no. Ah, bad washboard on the right. It's getting worse, man. It's not getting better. Oh, this is some bullshit. I see scooter tracks through here, so somebody has come through just ahead of us. No, there's no other way. The trick to this is you look for somebody else's line and you watch for any S-curves in it. If there are S-curves, don't take their line. They about ass-swapped it. I see multiple scooter tracks here. There are 3 tracks. Somebody made it through ahead of us. One of these is narrow, so it might be benchies. Oh, God damn, this is rough. I've got so much grit in my teeth. Yeah, I see multiple scoot tracks here, so we've got some survivors on the course. I see 3 right here. 4. There's 4 tracks. Somebody about 8 shit went off left right there. Oh, washboard. Hey. Okay, looks like we're getting into the big stuff out here. It's going to be the edge of the Rocky Mountains. I'm not even sure where we are in Wyoming. We're headed toward the corner of Colorado, from what I remember. But this is about as good as it's going to get for us. Flat road. Everything through there is going to be up. So we're doing 50, 55 here on this flat, but it's going to be painful in a few minutes. Okay, so we're just entering the Centennial. Welcome to Centennial. Those are mountains. Man, I'd love a few beers, but can't do that until we get in tonight. So. Oh, it's just going to get painful from here up. It's 55 miles an hour, yeah, in our dreams. .33 miles an hour, wide open in dirt here, and we're losing speed. I wonder if they have any passing lanes or pull-offs here. Alright, here we are, second gear full tilt. I'm going to gain speed a little bit. Yep. I think we're going to be spending our life in second gear tonight. Full tilt, just barely gaining. 27, full throttle. 28. Yeah, it's gonna be a climb. This is where we start our 11,000 foot ascent. Well, total height is 11,000 feet. We're not necessarily ascending 11,000. What are we starting off at? We're already at 8394, so we're above. Well, we're higher than Denver right now. Denver's the mile-high city, so they're 5,200 feet and change. We're already 3,000 feet above that. So from where we are right now, we've got another a little over 2,000 feet to gain, 2,500 feet. Yep, that's a mountain. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. This is where Adrian's bike has an advantage on mine with the 14-tooth sprocket versus the 15 that I've got. He can maintain a climb in a gear that I can't. You know, so if I'm getting bogged down in third gear and have to drop to second, he can usually carry it in third. Same with fourth. I'll have to downshift to third a little bit earlier than he does. We're dealing with 8 horsepower, or 8.5. There's only so much work it can do. And we figured out that our maximum ascent rate doesn't really matter what forward speed we're moving, is about 5 feet per second. And here I am, under 30, so it's time for second gear. We figured out that our maximum ascent rate is around 5 feet a second. And, of course, the faster we're going, then just a shallower grade. But as we get going steeper and we slow down, it still hovers right around 5 feet a second. And I'm basing that off of the altimeter in the GPS. So right now, full tilt, moving 35, 36, 36. Climbing this grade, it's jumping at about 4 feet a second, 3 feet a second. Now it's going to jump because we just increased our slope here. Yeah, so I'm moving a little less than the 5 feet a second. I'm only doing 4 feet a second. Probably less power in the engine due to the altitude. Yeah, 4 feet a second is about my max ascension rate right now. My max climb rate, whatever you call it. Yep, 4 feet a second. 1 update a second. Yep, 4 feet a second. So we've lost a little power probably due to the altitude. Full open in second gear, and I'm just hovering at low 30s. Crazy. Are you in second or third, Adrian? You're in second. I'm wide open. I'm gaining on you. I'm gaining on you. I'm going to blow you away. Cooked him on the uphill. If I shift to third, I'm going to lose real fast. Ski resort. Can't reach my dirty visor. Snowy range ski area. Second gear. We're going to be living in second gear most of the evening. Well, for the climbs anyway. The downhills. Probably just coasting in fourth, maybe third. Use engine braking down the hills most of the time. We have to burn up our brakes. I'm so glad I have earplugs. I'd be deaf if I didn't have them. Huge gaps between second and third in these transmissions. Same with first and second. They're real far apart. Climbing like this. Oh, my ears are popping. It's hot too. 32. Second gear. The little 8 horsepower that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Where are we at now? We are at 9572, about 9,600 feet. We still have another 1,500 feet to go. Roughly. I guess I need to take a look at my oil tank down there. It's running hotter than it usually does. Yeah, it's about 25 degrees hotter than it usually does. Okay, as long as I've got some airflow. Setting the throttle at about 80% and letting it chug. Because third gear is too high. Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. Okay, ladies and gents, we're up in the snow line. You can see the snow on the caps up here. A few hundred feet above us. It's chilly up here. It's probably in the 50s right now, low 50s, maybe high 40s. Cold. If they're another 1,000 feet, that's going to be cold. Engine is definitely down on power up here at 11,000 feet, almost 11,000. Where are we at? Where? 10,500. So 10,500 feet. I'm going to go down a little bit here and then see if we're going up again. Because I remember that our elevation was going to be 11,000 max today. That, if we go over the passes up there, it's going to be real chilly real quick. It's amazing what a 1,000-foot difference in altitude makes. Come on, Cub. Keep chugging. We're almost there. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Zooming in on the circle. It's got to be right here. What's the name of it? He just went over the hill. 3/4 mile out and over a hill. He disappeared. These things are pretty much line of sight. It's coming third gear. I might have to go second. We're running thin on power here. Chug, chug, chug. Chugga, chugga, chugga. This is it right here. Observation. Yeah. It's a mileage sign. Turning around on the highway is a bad idea, but I think if we get this park entrance sign right here, we're good. Ooh, don't go off, don't go off. Ooh, it's blowing me over, wind. Stop it. Libby Flats. So is this it? Was it Libby Flats? Or... okay. Route 13. No, Libby Flats. We're here. Libby Flats, right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wonder where my music was. It's playing on the phone instead of in my headset. I'm like, where's that music coming from? I think my USB stuff is getting in the way of my steering stem because I can't turn hard. Wow, check out that view. I can't see nothing. It's 100 miles to the next one. Okay. Well, we'll just run until we run out of gas. I'm at 4 bars. No, not even close. Unless it's all downhill and we're coasting. Oh man, my eyes are itching like crazy. Okay, ready? All right, let's roll it. Okay, so we were looking at the elevation plot for today, and this is our highest point, we think, about 10,800, 10,900. We're sitting at 10,865 right now. And about to start a little downhill. We're not sure what's on the other side of that, but we're pretty much as high as we're going to get. So we're not going to get up into the snow line, which is good because I really don't want to put on multiple layers to keep myself from freezing. Medicine Bow Peak, cool. Anywho, now we're continuing on. It's 100 miles to our next checkpoint. And check out that view. Oh wow, we got snow below us. It's not freezing here. That's wild. We're up here. It's not freezing. We got snow. What the hell? I mean, it's in the 40s right now, I feel like. Maybe high 40s. But it's not. Yeah, it refreezes at night. Yeah, it's going to get cold tonight, that's for sure. So, and that's probably on a shaded side most of the day, so it's not getting heated off. Interesting. 25 mile an hour corkscrew, watch out. If we hadn't changed my chain, this would be just miserable. That lurching is awful. I need to clean my visor. I don't know about you, but mine is so filthy with dust. I can spray mine off with my hydration pack and just squeegee it with my finger. I don't know if this can help or hurt, because I don't know if the dust is inside or outside the visor. Probably both. It's very nasty right now. So, we have snow, ladies and gents. Let's make some time and get out of here before it starts getting cold. We're on track. We have more snow. I have to ride with my visor open right now because my visor's so ganked up. At least my sunshade isn't totally covered. It's a nice lake. But it's not all downhill. Tipple National Forest Trailhead. So now I got a steep grade, 10 miles. Should make for some fun downhill twisties. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of tight left hands that's coming up the head a little bit. I see it on the map down there. It's a hairpin. It's right at the base of this, looks like. Yep, it's tight. rotor packs on the trailer. I don't think I'm going to drag anything on the Cub. Rotor packs might be sacrificed. Man, 70. With my visor open, I'm not even tucked in. Probably get 73 down. I said I'm doing 70 down this, and I'm sitting straight up with my visor open. If I tucked in, I could probably get 73 out of this. But I noticed the trailer gets a little squirrely above 65. And I'm not tucked. I don't want to go any faster. So it gets a little loose in the back with that trailer bouncing around back there. Just makes the front end float too much for comfort. 70 will be as fast as we get today, I think. See where we go. Clean this visor. Five percent grade. There's nothing. We've done worse than that all day long. Hell, we were doing 35% on gravel. Enjoy this downhill speed while we've got it. I don't think we're going to have it for the rest of the night. We're going to be facing a lot more uphill nonsense. So while this isn't fast for sport bike territory, pretty damn fast for cruiser territory. We often outrun Harleys and baggers and full dress tours doing this stuff. Not sport tours, but tour rigs. I'm running 70 miles an hour, 65, 70 through these curves down the hill, throwing it through the twisties, and these little Cubs just handle great. They're so much fun. It's like a little super motard. It just doesn't have the power for the acceleration. Downhills are the fun stuff. Run them just flat out. And I I'm towing an 80-pound trailer going. Gaining on all the cars. Look at that. And I'm nowhere near the limits of traction. Not even close. It'd be fun to get together, group of guys on these Cubs, you know, experienced riders, sport bike riders, or whatever, and go out and just rail twisties on these things. They're such a hoot. And it would be so competitive too, because they're all the same horsepower, roughly the same horsepower, roughly the same speed. You can play with your gearing, but you're going to sacrifice either acceleration or top end if you start messing around. So it just comes down to rider technique and who picks the best line. I got some footage yesterday or the day before of Adrian and I going through this wooded area, and we're just gliding in perfect sync. Both of us are full on the throttle, and the bikes are matched so closely that neither one of us, or I was trailing, so I didn't have to really adjust my throttle or my entry speeds or anything to maintain pace with him. And there was one of the other riders behind us, and he said that he got some footage on his camera, or he thinks he got footage of us just gliding through the corners in perfect unison, you know, uphill, downhill, just flowing. I felt that, I saw that from my perspective, but I wondered what it looked like from a third-party perspective, third person. And he said that he may have gotten the footage, so hopefully that came out and he can send that to me and I'll incorporate it in some of the videos. It was really, really neat. We've done that a few times on this trip, where the roads were just gentle but pretty, I wouldn't say aggressive twisties, but they're, you know, technical. You got to pay attention because they switch back and forth real hard, and we were running through, and it's just magical. When everything flows together like that, it's such a great zen feeling. You know, the machine's doing exactly what you want it to do. The road's there, everything's working. Nothing like it. Ooh, it just started getting like a lot warmer, like humid. Yeah, only because that car's in front of me, man. I was railing the corners at 70, and I caught up on all this traffic. I'm like, come on, man, you're ruining my fun. Yeah, I was running 70 plus through a lot of those corners, almost flat out. I was just barely rolling out of the throttle and using engine braking. I never touched the brakes. I downshifted to third for that one tighter corner and just pinned it and left it there. If these two cars weren't here, I would have still been sailing 70 through here probably. I was narrating on camera saying this isn't fast for sport bike speeds, but for these bike speeds, it's hauling ass. And they handle so good. I mean, they track perfectly. They do exactly what you want them to do. It's really fun. And they never feel sketchy or out of balance or like you're on the edge of traction or anything. You just run it. Okay, so we're crossing the Continental Divide here on SuperCubs. These tar snakes suck. They feel horrible. They're not really going to upset the traction too much, but they do make the front wheel squirm every single time. Trying to avoid them. We just came from over there, that big old mountain. Good question. I don't recall. What is the Continental Divide? That's a good question. I just know it's the east versus west. It's like the center line. The Rockies. Yeah, it's kind of the central line of the Rockies. So we are crossing the Rockies today, right now. Tar snacks everywhere in the lane I'm going to do. %7 grade. All right, getting steeper. That section back there though that we did an hour or so ago, flying down after the gravel. Oh man, that was great. It was hauling bulls. My face cooled off immediately when I put this mirrored visor on here. So much better. These things scratch super easy though. These iridium visors, I don't recommend them. This is the second one I've gotten. I thought the first one might have been defective because it developed these crazing lines in it, you know, little striation lines, and I thought maybe I overflexed it or something. It was just goofy, but it was scratching real easy on the outside, and the coating was coming off. This one's doing the same thing, and I've been really careful with it. Just bug strikes on it are taking off some of the iridium coating. It's pissing me off. This thing's $130, man. That's an expensive set of shades, dude. So I won't get this one again. I'll just get one of the mirrored smoke or the blue mirror or something, but not this iridium. This thing's too pricey. And invariably, the spots that you see in it, you know, that where the coating comes off, it's right over your eyes. You know, I'm staring into them right now, and it's annoying me. It's like, I try to wipe it off, and all you do is make it worse because it makes the coating come off. You okay? Get some in your eye? I've got water and I've got those eye drops, the allergy eye drops. I don't know if it's the altitude or the dust from running those trails, but my eyes are just itchy, itchy, itchy. You want to pull off, get some water? That's what I did a minute ago when I changed out this visor. I washed my eyes out. See lots of sheep. They said open range, they ain't kidding. I thought they were behind a fence there for a second, but then I saw this couple near the road. Like, oh, man, hold on. They're everywhere. Yeah, luckily we're only going 35, 40. Driving through a bunch of splits in the mountains, man. Look at that. That's amazing. SuperCub, flat out. With a trailer. Windy down here at the bottom of the gas. Had to adjust my line twice. Open range, yeah. I haven't seen the speed goats right now. It's a little bit hard for me to change trajectory. 65, 70. Still on the path. Epic views. Amazing. Cruise control for my ski lift here. Oh, choke. You still with me? Nope. SuperCubs, flat out, racing through the Rockies. Hey, rabbit! I'm gonna hit you going 65 miles an hour. Epic cool, man. Just the road and a couple of cubs. Can't see another car, truck, van, person. Scores of miles. It's like our own private tour of the Rockies. Blasting out to the tunes, the headset, and the screaming sound of a 125cc lawnmower. Every time I come to one of these little intersections, I keep looking. Oop, missed a turn. Oop. I'm still full on fuel. Flogging the ever-living piss out of it, and it's still full for the last 30 or 40 miles. Leaving Wyoming. Okay, we just crossed out of Wyoming, so this must be Colorado. Well, what's the sign say? Are we in Colorado now? Checkpoint shouldn't be too far away. Wow, look at that tabletop up there. Slater Creek. Oh, it got hot right here. That's weird. Yeah, well, we just left Wyoming. We must be in Colorado now. So if we just stay on this, I don't know where. Entering Wyoming. So we left Wyoming, we entered Wyoming. We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out. Another excellent descent. This is good. Entering Colorado, just for our checkpoints. Oh, I'm speeding. I'm going 67 and 65. Ooh. I bet our rear tires are feeling the pain today. Okay, it's got to be just at the top of this hill. No, we were looking for a sign, right? It was 4. Okay, so it's this intersection right here. That was the 4 sign, but they showed 2 signs, right? Right here? Maybe. Where's the 13 sign? This ought to do it, I hope. Check out that sunset, everybody. I'd much rather not be riding the gravel road to be looking at it, but as far as gravel roads go, this one's pretty good, and that's one hell of a sunset. Still have a few minutes of it left, but that's looking good. Okay, everybody, I think this is our last chance at that sunset right there, because I'm going to have hills in my way. Stay to the center, loose on the outside, loose on the outside. Gravel riding on a cub is a technical adventure. We're trying to book ass out of this before it gets really dark, because it's going to be very hard to see this in the dark. We still have about 10 miles, 15 miles to go. I do. We're still on track. And that's it for the sunset over there, I do believe. I'm not going to see any more of it because we are not facing that direction. And I'm not about to turn my camera that way. Look at that sunset, everybody. I'm putting the camera over here and I'm looking at the road. Look at that sunset. It is just absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's all good. Center is good. Marbles on the right, marbles on the left. Center's good. Slight downhill, picking up speed here. Might want to just engine brake fourth, maybe engine brake third. Stay center, left of center. far as gravel roads go, this is the best traveled one we've hit so far on this trip. Still don't like them, but and we're sunblind from staring into the sun and riding all day, so I can't see shit for contrast here. Okay, we got a caution 20 miles per hour, so let's slow down, cresting this hill. Not sure what they're talking about, but I'm not going to call them liars. It is getting rough, and it's downhill. Yeah, it's downhill right, and it's very rough, so slow down. Ugh, fudge buckets, it's rough. I'm trying to go middle here. Right side's pretty rough. Yeah, this is a steep descent and it's very rough. Oh my God, it's washboarded. Holy my, oh my God. My butt is getting bounced completely up out of the seat. Oh shit, Muslim. Yeah, it's okay. It's just really, really rough and it's really washboarded. Oh, good Lord. Yikes. Yeah. Left track, inside track. Oh man. Impacts are so sharp it's hurting my wrists. Yeah, just stay center or left. You don't want to be on the outside. It's all marbled. Oh, good Lord, this is rough. What's that? Yeah, it's all chunky rocks buried in dirt, so it is definitely not a smooth ride from here out, I think. Not going to make very good time. We just need more suspension.